He crushed every warrior who dared face him, until one hero discovered his terrifying secret. Stay with me, because this story doesn't end the way you think. Asterisk. Welcome, myth seekers and legend lovers. I'm Alex, and you've just stepped into another deep dive into the ancient and mysterious on Myth or Real, your channel for the forgotten, the feared, and the fantastic. Today, we unravel the story of a warrior so powerful that even the gods whispered his name, the Earthborn titan of raw strength, Antaeus. If you love mythology, ancient warriors, demons, angels, kings, or creatures of the unknown, drop a like, hit that subscribe button. It helps me more than you know, and it's absolutely free. Let's keep these myths alive together. Also, let me know in the comments, who's your favorite mythical character? I read every single one. Now, let's journey back to a time when gods walked the earth and monsters rose from the soil. The legend of Antaeus, son of earth and sea. Imagine a land scorched by sun and swallowed by sand. Northern Africa, ancient Libya. Long before empires claimed it, it was home to something else. Something colossal, Antaeus, a name that struck terror into the hearts of travelers, warriors, and even demigods. Born of divine blood, Antaeus was the son of Gaia, the primordial earth goddess, and Poseidon, god of the sea. From his mother, he inherited unshakable strength whenever his feet touched the ground. From his father, perhaps, the rage and restlessness of crashing waves. But it was Gaia's power that defined him. As long as Antaeus touched the earth, he was invincible. That wasn't a metaphor. It was literal. The bone collector of Libya, Antaeus, wasn't just a warrior. He was a hunter, but not of animals. He challenged every traveler who crossed his land to a wrestling match. Win? No one did. Lose? That meant death. He'd crush their bones and pile their skulls into pyramids, offerings to his mother, Gaia. His domain became known as a cursed path, littered with the remains of countless victims. Merchants whispered his name across desert winds. No one could defeat him. He was more than a man. He was Earth's fury given form. But why did he do it? Some say he was protecting sacred land. Others believed he was gathering strength, feeding the earth goddess with sacrifice. There's even a darker version, that Gaia herself demanded the blood, that Antaeus was simply her living weapon, with no will of his own. Whatever the reason, he ruled Libya with fear and force. Until one man changed everything. Enter Hercules. The clash of titans. The mighty Hercules, known by his Roman name, Hercules, was on his 11th labor. He had come to steal the golden apples from the garden of the Hesperides. The path led through Antaeus' territory. Antaeus challenged him. Of course he did. To wrestle, to the death. To at first, Hercules was stunned. No matter how many times he slammed Antaeus into the dirt, the Libyan giant only got stronger. Laughing, thriving, healing instantly. That's when the hero realized the earth was the key. With a roar that echoed through the mountains, Hercules lifted Antaeus off the ground and held him there, thrashing, cursing, clawing, but helpless. Separated from Gaia, the source of his power drained. Antaeus, who had crushed hundreds with ease, began to weaken, and with a final, brutal squeeze, Hercules broke his spine. Snapped the unstoppable warrior like a tree branch. The earth trembled. Gaia screamed in silence, and Antaeus was no more. But was that the end? Not exactly. Legends say Antaeus' death shook the world for days. Gaia, devastated, retreated deeper into the earth. Some whisper that she gathered his remains in a secret cave and vowed to raise another in his place, one even stronger. And here's something most people don't know. Antaeus had a wife. Her name was Tinge or Tines, a goddess or giantess depending on the version. After Antaeus died, Hercules took her too. And from that union, they say, a son was born, Sufax, who became a great king and founded the city of Tangier in Morocco. So in a way, Antaeus still lived, through legacy and bloodline. Some African and Berber traditions even revere Antaeus not as a villain, but as a great ancestral hero who guarded the land from invaders. His tomb was said to exist near Tangier, a mound so vast it looked like a natural hill. When Roman commander Sertorius opened it in the 1st century BCE, he reportedly found an enormous skeleton inside, proving the legend, or at least keeping it alive. Antaeus in the shadows. What made Antaeus so unique wasn't just his strength, but where it came from. Unlike other monsters or giants who were simply born strong, his power was elemental. He was a literal embodiment of the Earth's might. This way, Antaeus echoes other mythic figures, like Samson, who lost his strength when his hair, his symbol of divine connection, was cut, or Achilles, whose one weakness led to his fall. Antaeus reminds us, even the strongest can fall if you find the root of their power. Imagine Antaeus today, resurrected in a fantasy world or film. A towering figure of stone and flesh, rising from the desert sands. Every step he takes cracks the earth. He doesn't need an army. He is one dot, and if you want to kill him, you better lift him. You better keep him in the air. Because the moment he touches the ground, he is unbeatable. And that, dear travelers, is the myth of Antaeus, Earthborn champion, undefeated wrestler, and symbol of power rooted in the land itself. What did you think of his story? Do you think he was a villain, or just a guardian doing what he was born to do? Drop your favorite mythical character in the comments. Kings, demons, angels, creatures, you name it. I'm building future episodes based on your picks. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video if it gave you chills. It costs nothing, but it helps this channel more than you know. Until next time, this was Myth or Real, and remember, every legend has a source, and some are buried just beneath your feet.